This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua.
Rolling down 109 in a truck. On my ride up to the light, that's what's up. Look to my right and it's a ride rolling up. It's Lucci telling me tonight we in the club. He got the 24 road Escalade. He got the Lamborghini doors like they blades. His hammers ring cause that's how he was raised. His palace mob and tonight we get
I'm from the ghetto, the slums, the rats, the roaches, the bums, the metal that stuns, the addicts, the cracks, the crumbs, the level where funds gets tragic and lavish is none. With rebels, they runs and rabbits like savages' sons. With did him and Biggie and swiftly he shined the mug. That city a pity when 50 took 9 of them slugs. This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua. Don't you ever point a blame gun at me. And I said, boom! And that shit was so loud. We in the room, and this back in the days, we got a TV and we got a VCRs, the old VCR things. So we ready to watch a movie, right? So we in there. So I'm taking the night off because usually I hustle, but this the first night we brought our baby girl home. So she don't want me to go out. So I'm like, all right, I'll do that for you. I'll take a night off. I'll stay home. So now we want to watch a movie. So she goes to get the movie. She's finding the VCR. We got stacks and stacks of VCRs because the booster kids would steal the VCR tapes from the movie store. We used to have video stores that we used to go. This is before internet and all that, guys. We have video stores that we would go get videos, and you come home and put it into your VCR and you watch your movies that way. So so she's finding a movie to put together. So I'm chilling, waiting for her. So I'm on the bed. I'm looking at my baby girl. She's just in there chilling, just looking at us and stuff. So I'm on the bed. So I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? I'm like bored, you know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to do because I really want to go out in the street and hustle. So I'm bored. So I reach under the bed and I grab my gun. I got a 9, a baby 9 gun. A baby 9 is a 9mm. So a 380 is a baby 9 too, but it's not a 380. It's a 9mm, but it's a short. It's a 9 short, not a 9 Glock long. It's a 9 short, so it's really compact and thick, right? A baby 9, I used to love that joint. So I pulled my baby 9 out from under the bed, and so I'm like messing with it, right? So I'm messing with it and everything, and I'm like, I'm about to play with my girl. So I dropped the clip out of it. I dropped the clip and I slide the clip under the bed. So I pointed at her. So I'm like, yo, Pam. And she's messing with the she's messing with the TV, trying to find the mess with the VCR to trying to find the movie, right? She's putting movie in like, so she's right. So I said, yo, Pam. So I go like this. I'm like, yo, Pam. And she turned around and she go, boy, don't you point that damn gun at me. I'm like, click, click. And she's like, don't you ever point a damn gun at me. I'm like, girl, you tripping, chill out. I ain't playing, don't you ever point no damn gun at me. That ain't fair, that ain't nice, that ain't smart, that ain't smart. I'm like, girl, you tripping, stop, just chill out. I'm like, you bugging right now, you know I got this. It's like, I'm not playing my show, don't you ever point a gun at me. I'm like, man, stop playing. You act like something, you know I got this. I said, what, you act like I'm gonna shoot you? And I said, boom! And that shit was so loud. This shit was so loud, it like to bust my eardrums. That shit said, boom! And the bullet went straight across my baby star's head into the wall. Straight. I mean, it went across her head so close that it probably like almost skinned her head and went straight into the wall. Boom. And the project got them thick walls, them thick cement walls, and shit, you could shoot a bazooka through that. This shit ain't going through. Facts. That said, boom! And it scared the shit out of us. And start crying. So when she started crying, I'm like, whoa! So I jump up and I grab her, and when I go to grab her, I see right across her, it went right into the wall, right opposite her, like this. This is her, right? And this is right here. Well, right there, like straight across from her into the wall. And I picked her up, and like my whole heart, I could have killed my baby, guys. I could have shot this brand new baby girl who was just brought home this day with a 9mm bullet at point blank range. That would have exploded her whole body. Like my whole life changed in that moment. I didn't know the Most High, but that was the Most High saving me from killing my baby. I had her in my arms, and I immediately looked at her, and she was in shock, and she was crying, and we were both just frozen. And I stopped her from crying because she was such a good girl. She would never cry. She'd stop immediately. As soon as I picked her up, she stopped. And then my grandmother bust in the room. What the was that? And I'm like, and she look, and she looked at the wall, and she seen the gun on the floor. And she said, I'll kill you. I said, I'm sorry. She said, I told you about that gun in this damn house, them guns in this house. I'm like, I'm sorry, it was a mistake. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I almost killed my baby. Star, to this day, I don't think she even know that story. I'm gonna try to email her, call her, text her me, and tell her to watch this story. I don't think we ever told her, I'm not sure. I guess she'll tell me after she see this story if we told her or not, but I don't remember us telling her. I almost killed my baby. I'm telling this story because we live that life in the street, and you do not know how dangerous guns are. There's something called one in the chamber. You think the gun is empty. How many stories have you heard that someone playing around and they shoot their friend or their girlfriend in the head and kill them because it was one in the chamber? When you're a professional, you drop that clip, you also open that chamber and make sure it's not one in the head. It was one in the head, and I didn't know. I could have shot him. I could have killed my baby mama, or I could have killed my baby girl. Guns ain't nothing to play with. This story, it ain't what you was expecting. It ain't what you used to. Next story, I'm gonna tell a crazy one about me in the street, getting it in. I got a crazy one coming for y'all. So definitely subscribe, like, and stay tuned. But this story is very important. Be very, very careful, my brothers and sisters, with those guns. You could kill your family members. You can kill your children. Be very careful leaving a gun so your children can find it. How many stories have we heard of kids finding a gun, right? And killing themselves or someone else? So you have to have a gun safe. Don't think you could just put it somewhere and hide it. I used to hide my guns from Little Roy, and he still found it. That little nigga, I'm gonna tell that story. That's probably the next story I'm gonna tell. Lil Roy found my gun, my 9, and was taking my gun every time. I didn't even know this little nigga was taking my gun every day going to Parkside Projects. I'm gonna tell you that story. And something happened behind that story. So I might tell that story next. That's some gangster stuff for y'all. Y'all gonna like that story. As a matter of fact, that's on deck. So the next story is the one about Lil Rod. You're gonna know who he was, how he established himself, and what happened with him with that gun, with that 9, how I found out he had that 9. It wasn't a good ending, all right? So I'm saying, my 9 was locked in my room. Locked in my room. I didn't tell us how he was getting it. And Star tell me later, yeah, daddy, he was getting it every time you're going. Why you ain't tell me? I ain't gonna snitch on him. Dude, really? So I'm telling you, these guns are nothing to play with. You need to lock it into some type of gun safe, keep it unloaded, keep the bullets separate, protect your family from that gun, all right? So I know you need the guns for protection, especially in these end times when we prepping, all right, for these days, for the Babylon to fall, all right? You need to have your guns, facts, and your ammo, but you gotta protect them from your children. Protect them. And remember, 1 in the chamber. Don't forget, 1 in the chamber. This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua.
You wanna know why they call me Lucky Lucha? They call me Lucha cause I like to tuck that Tucci. All the time on the grind, getting that Duce.
This is a little story on 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua. Like and subscribe for more incredible stories every week.
Police are on the scene of a triple homicide on Long Island. It happened overnight at a home in Hempstead.
I'm from Hempstead, Park side, the ghetto, the dark side, strong, the wrong, I think I'm supposed to run. Am I bad, motherfucker?